My beloved brothers and sisters, how many times in life have we found ourselves in a situation where nothing seems to make sense? We do everything we can. We try every solution. We think we are in control, but then suddenly things take a turn, sometimes for the worst, sometimes in ways we never expected. And in those moments we feel lost, confused, and worried. But let me ask you a question. When was the last time you truly handed over your affairs to Allah? When was the last time you said with full conviction in your heart, Ya Allah, I trust you completely and I know you will take care of me? This world teaches us to rely on ourselves. It teaches us that we need to plan everything, control everything, fix everything. But the truth is, the moment you let go and place your trust in Allah, everything in your life changes. Trusting Allah is not about doing nothing and expecting miracles. It's about doing your best, making your effort, but then surrendering the outcome to Him. It's about knowing deep down that Allah's plan is always better than yours, even when you don't understand it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us the true meaning of trust in Allah through his own life. Think about it. He was the most beloved of Allah, yet he faced hardships we can't even imagine. He lost his parents as a child. He was rejected by his people. He faced threats, insults, and wars. But never once did he say, "Why is this happening to me?" Never once did he doubt that Allah was in control. He simply kept moving forward, doing his best and trusting that whatever Allah had written for him was for his good. That is what we need to learn, my brothers and sisters. Trust in Allah is not just a phrase, it is a way of life. It means that when things don't go your way, you don't panic. It means that when life throws challenges at you, you remain calm, knowing that Allah never allows anything to happen without purpose. It means that when you lose something, when someone betrays you, when a door closes, you say, "Ya Allah, I don't know what you have planned, but I trust you." And then you let your heart be at peace. How many times in our lives have we worried about things that in the end turned out fine? How many nights have we lost sleep over problems that Allah already had a solution for? We worry about the future, but Allah already knows what is best for us. We stress over things that are out of our control, while Allah is reminding us, "I am taking care of you." Look at the story of Prophet Musa. When he and his people were being chased by Pharaoh's army, they were trapped. In front of them was the Red Sea, behind them was the enemy. Imagine the panic, imagine the fear. The people with him said, "We are doomed." But what did Musa say? "No, my Lord is with me and He will guide me." Subhanallah, he didn't know how Allah would save them, but he had no doubt that Allah would. And what happened? The sea was split in two and they walked to safety. This is what true trust in Allah looks like. It means that even when everything looks impossible, your heart remains at peace because you know Allah is in control. It means that when you don't see a way out, you still believe Allah will make a way. It means that when you are facing difficulties, you remind yourself that Allah has never abandoned you before and He will not abandon you now. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, if you were to trust Allah as He truly deserves, He would provide for you as He provides for the birds. They leave their nests in the morning hungry and return full in the evening. What does this mean? It means the birds don't just sit in their nests and wait for food to fall from the sky. They go out, they search, they make an effort, but they don't stress about it because they know that their provision is already written for them. They don't know exactly where they will find food, but they trust that Allah will provide. That is how we should be. How many of us worry so much about money, about our future, about things that are beyond our control? But Allah is our Raza, the provider. He has written every single grain of rice you will eat, every sip of water you will drink, every penny you will earn. No one can take away what Allah has written for you. So why do we stress? Why do we fear? When we truly trust Allah, our hearts find peace. The Quran tells us, indeed, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. When you remind yourself that Allah is in control, you stop overthinking. You stop letting anxiety take over your life. You start to live with ease, knowing that whatever happens, happens by Allah's wisdom. Think about all the times in your past when things didn't go your way. Maybe you lost a job, maybe you failed a test, maybe you were rejected by someone you loved. At the time it felt like the worst thing ever, but later you realized it was actually a blessing in disguise. Maybe losing that job led you to something better. Maybe failing that test made you work harder and succeed in ways you never expected. Maybe that rejection saved you from something that wasn't meant for you. That is the wisdom of Allah. Sometimes what looks like a problem is actually protection. Sometimes what looks like a loss is actually a gain, but we only understand it later. So today, whatever is weighing on your heart, whatever is making you anxious, whatever you are stressing about, let it go. Take a deep breath, raise your hands and say, Ya Allah, I trust you. I know you love me more than I can ever imagine. And I know you will never let me down. Your pain has a purpose. Your struggles are not meaningless. Every single moment of hardship is either a test or a purification. Every tear you shed, every prayer you make, every moment of patience is bringing you closer to Allah. And trust me, when you put your faith in Him, He will open doors you never knew existed. So from this moment on, stop worrying about things that are in Allah's hands. Stop trying to control everything. Stop letting fear and stress take over your heart. Do your best, put in your effort, and then leave the rest to Allah. And when you do that, when you truly surrender to Him, you will experience a peace like never before. May Allah fill our hearts with unwavering trust, with patience, with gratitude, and with certainty that whatever He plans for us is always, always better than what we plan for ourselves. Ameen.